In this session, we will be reviewing, modifying, and approving time cards in Construction Payroll for Sage Intacct. Inside Sage Intacct, go into Applications, Construction Payroll. You can run some reports on the time entry. If you go into Reporting and you go into Time Card Export, what you can do is run a report on the time you're looking to review. So we'll say time between January 22nd and the 28th. You can condition it out per job, per pay group. In this case, we will do it per pay group. We just want to see the weekly, hourly. And then you can hit Export Data. This will generate a report to Excel that you can review. And I'll open that up. So in here, we'll show all the time that was entered to date, and you could subtotal it and filter it out and run some reports here as well. To review the time, you can also go directly into the Construction Payroll module and go directly into time cards. Once into time cards, I'll select the pay group, weekly, hourly, and which week I'm looking to review. So I'm looking to review the week of the 28th. When you click View Timesheet, it will show you all the employees for that week and all of their hours in the system. You can review through and look for employees that you don't have any time for. So here's some with missing time entries. And you can also individually look into each employee and drill down and see the detail for their time. So for example, let's take a look at Greg. And let's open up Greg's time and let's see where the coding is. Once we're in Greg, we can look in individual days, and we'll look at Monday. And we'll open up Monday, and we'll notice that he has 8 hours regular. And there was a note that he did work 2 hours of overtime on Monday. So we're going to go into here, and we can make a modification. We can come in and hit plus, and we can add those 2 hours of overtime. And we can click Save. And you can also edit. Maybe this was only 7 hours of regular. And you can make any type of changes you need to make. Once those changes are made, then the next step will be, before you can process payroll in Sage Intacct, you need to approve the time cards. You can approve these time cards by individually checking on each one of them. Or if it's all for that period, you can also select at the top level and it'll check all of them off. And then maybe uncheck the ones that aren't approved, which would be the ones that have missing time, for example. Once they're checked off, then you can click the Approve button over on the right, and it will approve these time entries. And it'll switch them over to an approval status, and those time entries will now be eligible to have checks generated for them in the next step. And that is how to review, modify, and approve time cards. Thank you.